Many people think that chair yoga is only for old people, but that's not really true. My name is Zelinda, and I'm the owner of the Yoga Room in Round Rock, Texas. Chair yoga is perfect for making yoga accessible for people who have issues with their feet or their ankles or their knees, and also for people who have a challenge getting down onto the floor and back up. With chair yoga, you can gain strength and flexibility just like with any other style of yoga. Find a comfortable sitting position and scoot up toward the front of your chair so that you're not leaning back. Set your feet about hip width apart, your knees stacked right on top of your ankles. Lengthen your spine and relax your shoulders down. Start to check in with your breathing. Gradually start to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. When you find the cadence of your breathing, just relax your arms down alongside your body. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and all the way up. Reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, slowly release your arms back down. Again, inhale, your arms out and all the way up. Keep your belly button engaged in toward your spine. Exhale, release your arms down. And let's do one more round of this. Think about keeping your arms really strong here, almost as if you're resisting your arms in each direction. So here we're resisting up, and then we resist on the way down. Bring your hands to rest on your knees and round your back. Tuck your chin down toward your chest. And then on an inhale, draw your belly button in toward your spine and reach your collarbones up toward the ceiling. This is seated cat and cow pose. Just continue at your own breathing pace. Remember, with inhales, we're lengthening the front side of the body. And with exhales, we're rounding the back and tucking the chin down toward the chest. Next, inhale, bring yourself back up to a neutral spine. And again, relax your arms down alongside your hips. Inhale, just your right arm up and over. Keep your belly strong here to help your balance. And really reach through your right fingertips. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, release this side down. And then on the other side, inhale your left up and over. Again, belly is strong here to help support your balance. Shoulders are relaxing down away from your ears. On an inhale, come back up. Exhale this side down. We're going to repeat once more. This time, take your feet out a tiny bit wider. Inhale your right arm up and over. Keep your belly strong. Relax your shoulders down just like we did before. And we're going to add one more component here, and that's being heavier down into your right sitting bone. So really anchor this side down so you can really reach through this fingertips, the right fingertips, and lengthen out the whole right side of your body. Next, inhale, come on back up. Exhale this side down. And then on the other side, inhale your left up and over. Same thing on this side, so we're heavier this time on the left sitting bone. Really reaching through the left fingertips, continuing to relax the shoulders down and lengthening out the left side of your body. Next, inhale, come on back up. Exhale, release this arm down. Bring your hands onto your knees again. Let's come back to the seated cat and cow pose. Here's an exhale. Inhale, engage your belly, reach your chest up toward the ceiling. And one more, exhale to round. And inhale to lengthen the front side of your body. All right, return to a neutral spine and just wiggle your spine around a little bit from side to side. Next, we're going to move to standing. So go ahead and stand up. And you're going to step behind your chair. I'm turning my chair around just so that you can see what I'm doing. We're going to work on stretching out our legs a little bit. We're going to start with the quads. The quads are right here at the front of your thighs. So rest your fingertips on your chair for balance, and then bend your right knee and reach back to take a hold of your foot. And we're just going to kind of hug this foot in. You can work on aligning your knees next to each other. And if you want a little more challenge, you can think about lifting up with your chest. That helps to stretch out the whole front side of the body a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and release this side and try out the other. So take a hold of your foot. All right, and then start to work on your alignment here. You may be thinking, what if I can't reach my foot? That is a very good question. So if you can't reach your foot, there's lots of options. You could maybe instead hold on to your pants if that is more accessible. Or if you have like a belt available, or maybe the strap of your bathrobe, that can be a good option. You just wrap it around your foot, lasso your foot, and take a hold of that. All right, let's go ahead and release this side. Walk your legs out a little bit. And then either turn your chair around or walk around to the front of your chair. So for this next section, we're going to work on stretching out the backs of the legs, and we're going to use the chair to help. We're going to be bringing one foot up onto the chair, and if the idea of balancing on one foot makes you nervous, I have an idea for you. You can just stand next to a wall so you can, set your fingertips on the wall to help you feel more stable. So go ahead and step your right foot up onto the chair, and then level your hips. So sometimes when we step the foot up on the chair, the hip comes up too. Try to release it down. And then once you have that sorted out, you may notice that you already feel stretching happening in the back of your leg. And if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to hang out here and breathe. Big inhales, long, slow exhales. If this feels very easy for you, though, if you feel that you want more challenge, you can add a little bit of a forward fold. And notice how I'm keeping my spine really long. Really, I'm reaching my collarbones forward rather than trying to bring my head down toward my foot. So long spine, collarbones reaching forward. On an inhale, go ahead and come up out of this and release this foot down. And then switch over to the other side. Left foot steps up onto the chair. Level your hips. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of forward fold. Whatever your pose looks like, you're still working on breathing, big inhales, long, slow exhales. We actually use the exhales in the yoga practice to help promote relaxation in the muscles, so it's important to breathe well. It's important to not hold your breath. On an inhale, come on back up, and go ahead and release this side down, and then we're going to either walk around to the back of the chair or turn the chair around one more time. And now, since we have already stretched out the front of the legs and we've stretched out the back of the legs, we're going to go into a bit of a bigger pose. This is a variation on downward facing dog, and we're going to work on stretching out the entire back side of the body. So bring the heels of your hands onto your chair, and then just start to walk your feet back. And we don't want to walk back too far. We just want to walk back far enough that the heels align under the sitting bones. Just right back here, reaching forward with your arms and through your fingertips. And you can step back a little bit further if you want to, whatever feels comfortable for your body. You want to keep your belly button engaged inward toward your spine, and just keep reaching forward through your fingertips and reaching back through your sitting bones. Whenever you need a break, just go ahead and walk up towards your chair. Wiggle your body out a little bit, just for a little break. And then let's repeat that once more. So again, heels of the hands come onto the chair. Fingers are reaching forward. Walk your feet back. Keep your belly strong. And just move to a point where you feel like you're doing a good job of stretching out the back side of your body. One thing I probably should point out here is that it's not important to straighten your knees. Bending the knees is perfectly fine. Even with bent knees, you'll feel stretching happening in the backs of your legs. All right, so when you're ready, walk on up toward your chair. Bring yourself back up to standing upright. You can wiggle your body around a little bit to take a break. And then you're going to sit on your chair once again. So go ahead and have a seat. And just like we did before, scoot toward the front of your chair. Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders down. So it's very common that people have tightness or pain in their low backs. All of the things that we've done so far today are definitely beneficial for easing tightness or pain in the low back, but let's do one more thing. And here's another one that may be a little bit challenging, so just take it at your own pace. Set your feet about hip width apart, and then we're going to cross one ankle over the other knee. You can do either side first. Bringing your ankle up onto your knee may already be a lot of work. You may feel a lot of stretching happening in your hip or in your leg or both. If you have sensitive knees, please be sure to flex your foot, the top foot, and this flexing, so bringing the toes back toward your knee, will help to stabilize your knee. Sitting up tall here may be plenty of work, plenty of stretching happening here. If that's the case for you, you can hang out right here and breathe just like we've been doing, big inhales, long exhales. And if you want more challenge, you can add a forward fold. Just like we did before, nice long spine, collarbones are reaching forward. When you have had enough fun on this one side, let's go ahead and come up on an inhale. You can release this foot down and then switch over to the other side. Same thing as before. If you're most comfortable sitting upright and that's the right amount of work for you, you can stay here. If you want more intensity, you can add a little forward fold. On an inhale, come on back up. Set your foot back down onto your mat. Bring your hands onto your knees. Let's do one more round of seated cat and cow. Round your back. And then inhale, engage your belly. Reach your collarbones and your chest up toward the ceiling. Exhale and round your back. One more inhale. Reach your chest up. And then settle back to a neutral spine. Keep your hands here resting on your knees. And let's wrap up the practice with a little bit of breathing. So hands are resting on your knees. Your eyes can be open or closed. I would suggest that if you want to keep your eyes open, it could be a good idea to find a focus point on the floor in front of you and just let your gaze softly rest there. Take a minute or two here for just a little bit of conscious breathing. So just paying attention to your breathing, your inhales, your exhales. You might set a goal of paying attention to 5 breaths or 10 breaths. And this breathing practice serves a couple of different functions. One is it just brings your awareness back to your breath. It's also a bit of like a meditative sort of practice, which is great for helping you to focus your mind and create clarity. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you have any questions about this chair yoga practice, please post a comment in the section below. Have a great day.